This is a shag. This is also a shag. This one's shorter, this one's longer, but they both have the telltale maximum layers all the way up to here, but we're connected all the way down to the bottom. So it still looks like one unified haircut as opposed to mullets. Once again, this is a shorter version, tons of layers, but she doesn't have any bangs, but everything is still fully connected. In my next couple videos, I'm going to be talking about the shag haircut and how to accomplish it on different lengths of hair. I want to keep the tutorial as informative and as brief as possible. So there's going to be points where I pause and throw up some graphics and some tips and tricks and how to adjust based on the length of the hair you have. In my next video, I'll be going over a different technique, a way to accomplish a shorter shag haircut, which is going to be very different than the way that we accomplish one on longer hair. So before we get started, I just want to say thank you so much for watching. Thank you if you're already a subscriber. It means a ton to me. If you're not subscribed, consider subscribing, like the video, leave a comment below. I try to answer comments. If you have questions or suggestions, just let me know. So without further delay, the longer shag haircut. But we're going to start with the bangs. If you want more details on how to create these bangs, you should check out my video. So in this case, I'm going to start by pulling it all to the center. And we're just going to notch that. And like all haircuts, everything's going to need a little bit of refining. This is a pretty good starting point. She's got tears of joy. Now the goal of most haircuts is to keep the entire haircut as a composition, which means you want the hairs from the top of the head all the way down to the bottom to have no visible difference. There's just a smooth transition between them. Bangs are the one exception. They're a disconnected part of the haircut. They don't have to be connected to anything else. One of the things that distinguishes the shag haircut is that the bangs tend to be the starting point of the haircut, and they are connected to everything else. The shortest hairs in the haircut gradually transition to the longest hairs of the haircut with no jumps in between. And you're literally just going to grab all the hair, not all at once, but eventually, pick your guide, make a cut. The longest hair travels up here. Your hair will get gradually longer and longer because the hair from the bottom of the head has to travel further and further. So the hair from here to here only has to travel that far before it gets cut. And the hair all the way from the bottom travels all this way. And so of course it remains longer. What if I took my bangs as my guide? So I'll make a mohawk section. Now I can see the hairs that I cut previously right here. And I'm just gonna cut. Taking radial partings. Which means they're going to look kind of like orange slices. Now, as we go through and examine this haircut, it really is fully connected all the way around. There's no clear distinction between the front and the back. The only thing that makes this look a little bit mullety is the jump in length from the bangs down here to that main perimeter. There's many ways to blend this, but we're just gonna do it really quick. The only thing I wanna do is encourage you not to over direct the hair forward or back. Hair typically is just gonna fall straight down. If I give this a shake, this hair is going to want to sit exactly where gravity pulls it, disregarding growth patterns. So I want everything to be pretty much straight up and down. I don't want to see the hair going forward or back. Going from the very top of the head all the way down, I pick this length in the bangs right there. Your dominant hand side, point my shears back toward my body and use the outside of my thumb to cut them. And we're just gonna slide very gently. Notice how I'm opening and closing my shears gently as I go. Not all the way, I'm just rocking them. Gonna do it a second time. You can slowly close as you go too. And that gives us that full connected kind of feeling. So on dominant hand side, point the shears back towards the outside of your body. On your non-dominant hand side, you wanna stand in front of the guest. Pulling everything down, you can see it looks clearly disconnected here. I'll pick this length there, but in this case, I'm just going to turn my shear hand over and rest it on my non-dominant hand. And we slide down like this. Looks super fancy. It's not that fancy. We'll do it again. And you want to check your work and see if it looks fully connected in any spot or not. So a little bit more right here. Don't just do it once and then feel like you're done. So now we clearly have all of these layers around the face, which are technically not layers. That is just the ultimate perimeter of the hair. So that's most definitively a shag. There's no clear separation. Hey guys, thanks for watching this video. If you like what you saw and you want to see some more, go ahead and check out some of my other videos. Feel free to share with any of your nerdy friends. Click the subscribe button. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below. Let me know what else you want to hear about. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I'll see you next time.